Why might an individual choose a fixed annuity? Hey, great question for a person that can answer it. Hi there, my name is Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, the founder of Contractual Guarantees Only. We're going to talk about this question of why somebody should, might, could choose a fixed annuity, but the answer is a little bit more granular than what you think. So we'll cover that in detail after this. So first of all, let's talk about fixed annuities. What's your best fixed annuity, son? Well, there's many types. There's multi-year guarantee annuities, which is the annuity version of a CD. There's fixed indexed annuities, which is a fancy version of a CD, which gets CD returns. There's qualified longevity annuity contracts for your IRA for lifetime income. There's single premium immediate annuities for lifetime income. There's deferred income annuities for lifetime income. So why would someone choose a fixed annuity? Well, there's 4 reasons. I've come up with an easy to understand and remember acronym PIL. P stands for principal protection. I stands for income for life. L stands for legacy, leaving money to your beneficiaries. And the other L stands for long-term care. So principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. Those are the 4 reasons that someone would choose a fixed annuity. And fixed annuities are nothing more than transfers of risk. You're transferring risk to that life insurance company that's issuing the annuity to solve for one or more things in the pill. Notice there's no G for growth, there's no S for stock market, there's no B for Bitcoin, there's no R for reasonable rate of return. There's none of that. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do are the contractual guarantees of the policy. I am the only one out here doing that. I get emails from, I guess, advisors with nothing else to do or agents going, well, I think they're for market growth. Well, keep thinking that, player, as I stomp you into the ground in a competition for clients and happy clients. Every single one of my quadrillion clients, and we manage multiple billions of dollars of annuities that are fixed, are happy because they bought the contractual guarantees. Now, you're saying, well, okay, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. How do I determine which of those types of fixed annuities to get? 2 questions. I made this simple. Key fact. People, I'm coming back to this. People process information like when you watch the news. I don't care what your education level is, it's at the 6th grade level. So when people watch the news, it's at a 6th grade level. And if you don't believe me, turn off the news for 30 days and then turn it back on, especially local news, and you'll be like, oh my God, that's dumb how they're presenting it. But they're doing that for a reason. But it gets worse. Financial information, regardless of how smart you think you are, processed at a 3rd grade level. 3rd grade level. Hello? I really think it's 2nd graders. I always say if you can't explain it to a 9-year-old, no offense to 9-year-olds, you shouldn't buy it. And the vast majority of the complex annuities out there, there is no way. There's no way they're explaining it to the clients, the agents. They don't even understand it. But getting back to the 2 questions, to determine what type of annuity, fixed annuity you might need, or even if you don't need one at all. Oh no, the sales gods just turned on Stan. Why would he say that? Isn't everyone a nail and Stan and his team are a hammer looking to hit the nail? No. Annuities aren't for everyone, even though you already own one. It's called Social Security. The first question you ask is, what do I want the money to contractually do? I'm going to pause so your 3rd gradeness can process that. Second question, when do I want those contractual guarantees to start? All right? Now, of the pill, the primary 2 letters that people use are the P for principal protection or the I for income for life. Annuities, the 4 types for lifetime income, The only product on the planet in the financial world that can pay for as long as you are breathing, regardless of how long you breathe and or on a respirator. And don't come to me, well, how about 30-year bonds, son? No, not the same thing. What if artificial intelligence changes the game? You live to 125. Annuities are the only product that can pay for as long as you're breathing. People always say, well, what's the ROI on that income annuity, son? I don't know that, player, until you die. Tell me when you die, and then I'm going to give you the ROI. In fact, made this offer for the last 5 years. No one has taken me up on it. I will literally come to your funeral, and I will sing the ROI or freestyle rap it to your family and blend in with the whole ceremony for it to work, and then them know what the ROI was on your lifetime income stream. Now, in saying that, people say, well, that's rich there, son, because when I die, annuity company keeps the money. Well, that's stupid, so don't say that out loud, or if you're going to say it in the bathroom as you're getting ready in the morning, because you don't want anyone to hear that. We structured 99.99999% of all lifetime income streams so that if you die in a fiery Learjet crash, 100% of the money goes to the family. 100% of the money goes to the family. 100% of the money goes to the family. The evil annuity company doesn't keep a penny. So getting back to the two questions, what do you want the money contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? If you said, you know what, son, I just don't want to lose a penny. I want Warren Buffett's rule. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Love that. He's 99 years old. I love that. You're right. That's a multi-year guarantee annuity. Now, agents, Johnny Appleseed agent down the road is going to try to sell you a fixed index annuity and tell you it's going to do better than multi-year guarantee annuity, but the only reason is they get much more commission for selling the indexed annuity than the MYGA. The MYGA is your better play. You can buy it short term, there's no fees, etc., just like a CD. But a lot of you are saying, we really need more income, son. And the reason you're saying that is only 9% of the people in the country have a pension waiting on them for retirement. And most of those people, military, good labor union, or government worker. Everybody else has a 401k, 403b, 457 translation, tax-deferred growth that you're going to eventually turn into a lifetime income stream, hopefully. You're going to have to, because there's no pension. The only pension that you have already in place is Social Security, the best inflation annuity on the planet, but that was never put on the planet to be the sole primary source for your lifetime income. It was supposed to be a supplement, but unfortunately with 60% of senior citizens with less than $10,000, it is what it is, okay? But lifetime income is where most people want to transfer risk to annuities, what I call building the income floor. What's your income floor? Good question. Social Security, required minimum distributions when you have to take those, because that's a payment that's coming every year as long as you're breathing and there's money in the account. And then you're going to have to fill in that blank with dividends or rental properties or whatever you're doing on a side hustle, selling cotton candy at the fair, you know, that type of thing, or candied apples, you know. I'm dating myself. I don't think that's even, behind the camera, Dr. C, and to the right is the consultant, Dr. V. I don't even think they allow that. I don't think that's legal anymore to give children that much sugar. But you know, we survived. Yes, I'm pre-diabetic, but that's a whole nother story. I'm not blaming the cotton candy or the candied apples. But lifetime income, you got to build that income floor, and maybe annuities are that gap. So let's just say I got $3,000 worth of expenses, and everything else equates into $2,500. You need a $500 a month annuity to build that income floor. We can reverse engineer that. You can go to my site at theannuityman.com and run quotes 24/7, 365. No one will call you because you don't have to put in your phone number. You're going to put in your email because we're going to email you all the quotes for your records. Now, one last thing, we're talking about fixed annuities. I want to throw, because we're talking about lifetime income, I want to throw on top of that, how do we solve for inflation? Because Johnny Appleseed agent is going to tell you they have a product that adjusts for inflation. They are full of crap. They're a crap sandwich looking for a commission, okay? There is no product that magically solves for inflation, okay? What we do is at the time you need to fill that gap, we do a reverse engineer quote to solve for that. You can reach me anytime. My email direct, stan@theannuityman.com. Don't be scared. It's just a typewriter. It's just a keyboard. Gosh, I'm dating myself. But yeah, just shoot me an email, stan@theannuityman.com. Go to my site at theannuityman.com and look for anything there. I've written books on all this stuff for free. And if you're nice to us, I might even send you one of these hats. But you got to be nice. You got to email me direct for that one. So, with that being said, who buys a fixed annuity? It's bigger than that. The 2 questions and the pill, and then contact us, and we'll help you get across the finish line if that's the goal. Do me one favor. I've got a video above me, spinning clock. You're saying, Stan, how'd you do that? I'm a technology wizard, in addition to being Stan the Annuity Man. But that video is talking about lifetime income, but it's also talking about how artificial intelligence is going to change the game with lifetime income sooner than later in the annuity space. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm not Libertarian, I'm not communist, I'm not socialist, I'm contractual. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. I'm Stan the Annuity Man. See you next time.